Pleased with the win?
Always pleased with the win. It was a hard slog and hard work, but certainly there was elements today that I was really pleased with.
I love winning, so I'm always pleased with the win.
What were the elements that you were pleased with?
I think that we adjusted our game well in the second quarter, and there's some brilliant ball work and movement, and our defensive pressure really lifted, which I was really pleased with.
Was there specific instructions to change what was happening at quarter time?
We were just getting stuck, getting two over the line. Right, get one of you get off. Let's get one over. So it's just that variety. We don't all have to both be fighting to get over that line. One over, someone can sit deep. We've got back that can take that ball as well.
I noticed that there was a significant kind of change in the pace that you were playing at, and Jo, I wonder whether you could feel the change out there from quarter one. The Giants were wanting to play quite slowly, with like really measured, and then the second quarter really upped the intensity and I guess flipped it in your favour.
Yeah, I think in their attack end they're really good at using the width of the court, and I'm always sort of surprised, even though I shouldn't be, when the ball gets passed, but that's why they're so skilled and why they're, so they've got the ability to score quite quickly. For us it was probably about dictating a little bit more in defence, trying to keep the shooters apart, and then actually having a contest on the ball and hustling for any tips along the baseline.
How did you find it back there at goalkeeper? It's been a long time since you've played a whole game.
Yeah.
Well, almost a whole game.
I know, yeah. They had to let me out of the cage. At one point during one of the set of passes, I was like, I just want to run down there so bad. No, it was really fun. I haven't played a lot of goalkeeper, but I've been doing it at training, and I think with a moving circle as well, I can really use my footwork and being able to work there with Kate Eddy, and her and I have got a good relationship from being on the transverse lines. We're just trying to transform that into the circle. Probably a little bit more work for me to do in that space, trying to get off the body and contest the high balls, but I had a good time out there. Didn't have to sweat too much, so I look really good in all the photos at the end of the game, so that's always nice too.
And we've heard about your want to have a bit more flexibility in using different combinations and things out there, Simone. Do you see that really being horses for courses in terms of how you're running your defence end, you're putting your players out there in different positions?
Oh, look, it's somewhat, it's a combination of things, but certainly today we were looking at, it was a bit of a horses for courses. It is something that we've been working on for a while, so you need to see it out there in a game. So, but I thought I know it was only towards the end of the game, but Rudy came on and Jo switching back out to wing defence, and it's just good to be able to have that flexibility.
And Kate obviously had another outstanding game, just in terms of the way that she was super steady across the full 60 minutes. How do you see her game?
I thought she was fantastic right from the word go, just so...
She's a star.
She is, but just so, just the desperation, the going for intercepts, chasing up balls, the talking and the support of everybody around her. I mean, it's a hard game to be playing too in that middle and up and down the court, and she never stops. And yeah, we're really lucky to have her. She had a great game tonight.
And Jo, obviously you're 150th today. Can you give us either a little reflection on maybe your first game, or maybe a couple of the highlights along the way for you?
Oh, I mean, it was really special, I think, to play a Milestone game here in Melbourne. I haven't been able to do that yet, so to have so many people here and to get the win, that was what was most important to me, and I think everyone within us. I feel like our 2020 premiership win, Katie, is still really special to all of us. And there's just been so many fun moments along the way, whether, it's travelling interstate or, we went on this really fun pre-season trip to New Zealand last year, which we all really loved. I just count myself so lucky to be able to, play sport at the elite level and to play for such an incredible club and team. We have the best fans, we have the best stadium in the league, and we just really want to be able to bring home another premiership this year.
And Simone, you've got a week off next week with the split round. So can you talk us through how does that change your week, or does it change your week in terms of the structure of not having a game?
Changes it slightly. It's always tricky when there's that week off, but we want we want to be able to enjoy Easter, but it is about the trainings and what we do. We want to get match practice in there. So the week itself won't be too different. We'll have some match play and good solid match play leading into and probably post, but allows the time to enjoy the weekend and a break as well, because that's just as important.
And out of this game, what will be the focus points that you need to work on in the lead up to playing against Fever?
Look, we'll get together on, it's probably Tuesday now, we'll get together. We've had a brief chat about, all right, so what needs to improve from here, but I think we sort of acknowledge in some stages the work rate dropped off a bit, and adapting to their changes, those sorts of things we'll have a look at.